our workout today is broken into 3 sections. So the first is I'll run you through it, and then I'm actually going to start the timer because we're going to stretch for 5 minutes, 1 minute on each. So the exercises are starting down on your mat. You'll come into a child's pose. So really take that minute to sink into it, and a couple of different movement options that I'd like you to try here is palms up. By doing palms up on this instead of palms down, you get it a little bit more into your lats. So I'd like you to try that, and then you can also open out to one side, open out to the other side. So that'll be the first minute. The second minute, we're going to come up, and this one will be half and half. So this is going to be an ankle mobility as well as hip flexor. So you're going to be at an angle, and you'll come out. We'll spend 1 minute kind of pulsing forward, and then we'll switch sides. The next one is going to be a scapular warm-up. So you can do this, I'm not sure if you can see me, I'm up against a wall, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together, elbows against the wall. You don't have to be on a wall. You can just imagine that steel bar that you're trying to bend it, squeezing your shoulder blades down and together. And we'll do some releases and squeezes, so really to warm up those shoulders. And then again, a little bit more movement, a forward lunge out at an angle. So it's a forward lunge, but I'm going to step out at an angle. So opening up my hips a little bit. Again, getting back into that ankle mobility. And then back down onto the mat for some alternating pigeons. So knee down in front. We'll come down into a pigeon on the one side, and then down into a pigeon on the other. And I'm going to leave it up to you how often you want to switch. If you want to do 30 seconds on one side, 30 seconds on the other, I'll give you that time. So those are our warm-ups. So we'll start down on the mat with the child's pose first. And like I said, I'd like you to try it with palms up to feel how that gets into your lats a little differently. All right, so everyone down, we're going to do 5 minutes, 1 minute on each of the stretches, and I'll talk you through it as we go. So 3, child's pose, 2, 1, and we start down on the mat. So again, just kind of play around with where your knees are, where your heels are. See if that allows you to sink a little deeper into the stretch. And again, palms up, and see if you feel, try it both ways, but see if you feel a difference in your lats as you reach out, palms up. And now I'm going to move my hands out to one side. We're more than 30 seconds into this first one. So I'm going to reach out to the right, back through the center, reach my hands out to the left, back through the center, and we come up for the angled hip flexor. So instead of stepping out straight in front, I want you to step out at an angle. So your body is facing forward, your torso is facing forward, but your front toe is pointed out to the side, and we just hinge forward. This is working on ankle mobility as well as that hip flexor. Keep your heel down, and then switch sides. So as you hinge forward, make sure to keep that heel down on the floor. I have about 10 more seconds of this. And then come on up for your scapular shoulder warm up. So again, this one, I know the camera angle's not great, but I'm squeezing my shoulder blades down and together. So you can add a little bit of body weight to this by leaning up against a wall. Keep squeezing your shoulder blades together, but you don't have to. You can just do this off a wall. You can squeeze and release. So a little forward roll and then squeeze together and release. Make sure though that you're not scrunching up into your neck. Your shoulders should be down as you're squeezing your shoulder blades down and together. So really warming up those shoulders. We have about 5 more seconds of this one. And then we come back down onto the mat for that alternating pigeon. So one leg, knee bent out in front of you. Stretch the other leg back out behind. And again, I'm going to just kind of keep alternating through. So turning around side to side, getting one leg and then the other. That's 30 seconds. So if you're doing one side and then the other, or if you're just doing the whole time, 30 seconds and 30 seconds. About 15 seconds to go. So again, if you're alternating, make sure that you're getting it on both sides. 10 seconds. And then we have our forward lunge at an angle. I think I did those out of order, but anyway, stepping into a lunge, but out at an angle. So you're not stepping straight forward, you're stepping out at an angle. So again, hip flexor, ankle mobility. Keep dropping that back knee down at the center while you open your front leg forward and out at an angle. Ten more seconds. 2, 1. All right, so those were our stretches. Now we're going to go into the body of our workout. So we are doing a series of, they're all standing core exercises, and I'm going to offer you some different modifications to kind of bring these up or down in intensity, to use weights or not. The first one though is a standing leg lift or a high kick. So you're going to keep your arms out in front of you, really utilizing the core, kick up and across. Keep those arms up and really feel what it takes through your center to kick high out in front, keeping your arms out in front of you. The next then is a cross body crunch. So light fingertips at the base of your skull, and you're going to come across and across. Now if you want to bring the intensity up on this one, you can squat, cross, cross, but you can just do it without the squat. The next is a march in place. It doesn't sound hard, right? But we're going to hold. So bring that knee up. I'll count it off. Bring the other knee up. This one, if you want to bring up the intensity, do a high knee run in place. Go for it. I'm not going to. I'm going to do the static, work on my balance, really engaging the core to raise that knee up. The next is a sumo squat with a side crunch. So sumo squat is feet out nice and wide, toes pointed out, light hands, light fingertips at the base of your skull. Come down into that sumo squat. And then I'm going to bring my elbows down side to side. The next is a reverse lunge with a twist. This one, option to have weight in hand. So I step back into a reverse lunge. The side of the knee that's forward is the side I'm going to twist out. Step back. So I'm stepping back on the side of the leg that's forward. And then a split squat wood chop. You're going to love the two of these back to back. So setting up like a split squat. So upright through the torso. And I wood chop. Stay low. Wood chop. This one will give us the halfway. And we switch. So again, weights are optional on those last two. And we're just going to keep repeating. So it's 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and I think we go through the whole circuit, 4 times. All right, so we have about 10 seconds. Getting ready. We start with those high kicks or standing leg lifts. Arms out in front. High kicks. Really focusing on what it takes, the strength of your core, the center, to bring those legs up. It's not a swing from the low back. You'll feel this in your hamstrings too. I'm not looking at anyone in particular, but I know there are a few of you out there that need to work on hamstrings. And for anyone who thought, high kicks, those aren't hard, how you feeling now, 35 seconds into it? 2, 1. We rest for 15 and go into that cross-body crunch. Light fingertips. Crossing. Again, you can make it harder by squatting, coming across. Squatting, coming across. However you want to do it this morning. But again, it's that core strength that you need to bring that knee up to elbow. And I want to see knee to elbow. So you're bringing your elbow down, you're bringing your knee up, but I want to see it connect. 15 seconds. Two, 1. All right, our next is that static march, marching in place or high knees jogging in place. So I'm going to do a 15-second hold. I'm going to raise up, hold, and come back down. So I'll walk you through that. 15 seconds or jog in place. High knees. Switch. Find that core strength here that you need to keep that knee up. It's not just balancing. And switch. Two, 1. Shake those legs out. That one's lower belly and hip flexor to hold your leg up there. The next one are those sumo squats to a side crunch. Light fingertips, drop it down into that sumo, and you dip down one side at a time. This one is obliques, but it's also lovely in the legs because we're in that deep, wide sumo squat. I'd like you to still try to stay upright through the torso though. You don't need to look at the floor. I promise you it's down there. Twisting side to side. We have about 10 more seconds of this. 2, 1. That one's evil. Who came up with that one? Deb, I did that one for you. 5 seconds. Reverse lunge with a twist. Weight optional. Twist out to the hip on the side, the knee that's forward. Twist. And again, the weight is optional on this one, but I'd like you to really twist. Follow the weight with your gaze. So you're not just bringing it to your hip, you're giving me a torso twist. Five seconds. 2, 1. And then our next one, again, weight optional, is going to be a split squat. So you set up into that split squat, upright through the torso, and you're going to chop down, chopping up and down just to the one side. And again, this one we're going to do a halfway point. So I'm bringing it down to the hip of the leg that's back, chopping up. Switch. Set up into that split squat. Both knees are bent. You're upright through the torso. Two, one. That was it. We do those again. Again, starting with that standing leg lifts, standing high kicks. 2, 1. Arms out at shoulder height, kicking up. Nice and strong through the center. I don't want you arching your back or swinging into this. Big kicks out front. Utilize that core strength, those hip flexors. 15 seconds to go. Keep those arms up. Yeah, it's easier if your arms aren't up at shoulder height. Keep them up. Don't bring them down to your legs. Keep them up. And we rest. Cross body crunch. Light fingertips. And we would come across. This one you can bring the intensity up, squat, and cross. I'm just gonna stand and cross. And I wanna see elbow to knee, not just close, but actually making connection. About 15 seconds to go. Keep coming across the center, elbow to knee. 5 seconds. All right. Our next is that static march. So you can march in place, really high knees. You can jog in place, high knees, or find your balance, come up and hold and walk. Do it with me. So holding up. Switch. Use that core strength. Squeeze the glute of your standing leg. Switch. Squeezing the glutes of your standing leg. Hip flexors firing to hold that knee up. Switch. Upright through the torso. Switch. All right, shake those legs out. We go into that sumo. Squat to side crunch. Feet open out wide, toes turned out. You sink it down into that sumo squat. and crunch down. Same side, side to side. Keep it nice and low. Keep your chest upright. I almost fell over backwards. Try not to do that. Again, try not to look at the floor. Keep looking up at the camera. I want to see all of your lovely faces. Back to center in between. Stand up. Shake out those hip flexors. The next one is that reverse lunge with a twist. Weight optional. 2, 1. Twisting back to the hip of the leg that's forward. Really making sure that you're twisting. 2, 1. And then our next one is that staggered stance with a chop. So you're going low from the leg that's back to high. Then we go halfway. So set up in that split squat. Reaching all the way up. And your torso is upright as you're in this split squat. Switch. Two, 1, step it out. We go back to those standing leg lifts. Hands out to shoulder height. Keep them up. 2, 1, high kicks. Keep those hands up. Find that core strength to drive the leg up. Try not to have it be a swing, but a controlled kick. Controlled standing, controlled kick. Five seconds. 2, 1. Cross body crunch. Elbow to knee every time. 2, 1. Elbow to knee. Drive that knee up, bring the elbow down. And good, I see a few people squatting in between. That's awesome. Squat down, crunch up. Certainly an option. If you don't feel like I'm working you enough, I will keep that in mind for next time though. What? This isn't enough? Five seconds. 2, 1. Marching. Either high knees, march in place, or bring it up and hold. 2, 1. Focus on the glutes of that standing leg, hip flexors to keep that knee up. Switch. Switch. Glutes of the standing leg, hip flexor of the knee that's up. We're going to switch again. Switch. All right, my timing was off a little bit on that one. We're breaking and we go into the sumo squat with the side crunch. On this one, I saw a few people looking down at the floor. It's there, I promise. Keep your chest up, come back up in between. So you're crunching, center, crunching, center. Come back to the center, reset. You're not just sliding between them. Up, crunch, up, crunch. Keep low in that sumo squat the whole time. We've got 20 seconds to go. Up in between, chest up. 10 seconds. Two, one. Stand up. High knees, step it up. That next is the reverse lunge with a twist. Weight optional. 2, 1. So you step back, twist out to the other side. Seconds. And then our next one is the staggered stance. Upright through the torsos, you step back into that split squat and you'll chop from the back hip up. So my right foot is down, I'm starting low on the right, up to the left. Low on the right, up to the left. Upright through the torso. And that back knee should be bent. Your back quad should be straight up and down. Oh, we missed the halfway, I'm sorry. I don't know why it didn't beep at me. All right, I think we have one more. So we go again. It's very comforting, right, when I say something like, I think. No, I'm certain of it. We're only doing this one more time. Arms up high, standing leg lifts. Go. Keep those arms up. Core strength to kick that leg forward. It's not a swing from the low back. It's not a swing at all. It's a controlled kick forward. Not about how fast you do them or how many you do. About keeping that core strong as you do them. Remember at the beginning in our stretches when we set our shoulder blades down and together. Now's a good time to do that. We rest. Cross body crunches. Last set of those. Light fingertips at the base of your skull. Elbow to knee every time. Coming back to center in between. Upright through the center in between every time. Across, elbow to knee. We're doing same side in a minute. Go ahead and bring it in across this time. 2, 1. Marching, either a static march or a high knees march in place, or maybe even a high knee run this time. Or follow along with me, squeezing the glutes, feeling the hip flexors engage. Knee up nice and high. Switch. Again, this is where squeezing those shoulder blades down and together kind of helps keep your balance. Switch. Switch. Two, one. Sumo squat to side crunch. Again, I want you to keep your chest up, not forward. Spine up straight out to the sides. Sumo squat, side to side. Elbow up to the ceiling as you bring the other elbow down. Seconds. 10, 5. That's it. Reverse lunges with a twist. Again, whatever foot I'm stepping back with, I'm twisting out to the opposite side on this one. Weight is optional. 2, 1. Three, 2, 1. Last one is that staggered stance, wood chop. And I don't know what happened to our rest. Sorry, somehow I missed a rest in there. So let's go ahead and step it back. And again, you start on the side of that back. Switch. Just ignore the timer. We got a little off. Don't worry, I'll still let you get your rest. So we're still in that staggered stance. Three, 2, 1. All right, take a break. Go ahead and grab some water. And I will walk you through our finishers. So we have 4 exercises in our finisher. They're all going to be down on the mat. You're gonna love-hate me at the end of this. So the first is a high-low mountain climber. So you're going to start up in a high plank. Knee in, come down, knee in, come up, knee in, you get the point. The next, butterfly sit up, feet together, legs, knees out in that butterfly, reach up, sit all the way up, sit all the way up. High lows again, can't get enough of them. High low scorpion. So starting in the high, tap, tap, low, tap, tap. I say tap, you're not really tapping. It's that scorpion tail coming over and over. And then you take a seat and you do, I'm out of the camera, you do a Russian twist. And then we go again and again and again. It's 30 seconds of work. We just keep moving through them with a break in between. And then that's it. We'll do these a few times and then that'll be it. All right, so go ahead and grab some water. We catch your breath and we'll go into those finishers. Give me a thumbs up. Everyone's still with me? All right. All right, we have, I'm going to start the timer back up. We have 15 seconds to go time. We start on those high-low mountain climbers. So I'm starting in a high plank. Knee in, drop it down. Knee in. Let's go. Knee in, drop it down. Knee in. Bring it back up. Knee in. You got this. Knee tuck, high. Knee tuck. 2, 1. Flip it over. Butterfly sit-ups. Feet together, knees out. Two, 1. High-low scorpions. So, scorpion tail, low. Scorpion, high, twist, low, twist. 2, 1, turn it over. Russian twist. We get a rest after this one. Twisting. 3, 2, 1, and a break. We're gonna do that again. How's everyone doing? We good? I don't see as many thumbs up this time. All right, so again, we start with those high-low, knee tucks, mountain climbers, whatever you want to call them. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Knee tuck, bring it down low. Knee tuck. 2, turn it over, butterfly. Ten seconds. 2, 1, flip it over. High-low scorpions. So you're twisting over and out, over and out. Drop it down. About 5 seconds to go. 2, 1, Russian twist. Sit it back and twist back, side to side. Five seconds. 2, 1, and we rest. We do it one more time. I don't know why. It seemed like a good idea at the time to do it 3 times in a row, so it's like, ah, it's Saturday. The sun's coming out, so just think. We're 2 minutes away from being done. You got the rest of this beautiful sunny day. Flip it over, get ready for those mountain climbers, high lows. 2, 1, knee tuck, knee tuck. It's only 30 seconds at a time. Two, 1, flip it over, butterflies. Two, 1, flip it back over, scorpions. Last of these. Two, 1, flip it over. Last 30. Russian twist. Ten seconds. 2, 1, and that's it. I'm just gonna lay on the floor here for a second. How's everyone doing? I get a thumbs up from the floor? Because we're done. Thumbs up at this point. All right, take a second, regroup, get some water. Facebook Live, thank you for sticking with me. Take some time, stretch it out a little bit, make sure that you hydrate well after this very sweaty session. Enjoy the beautiful day. Zoom, stick with me. Facebook, thank you.